morning, YouTube. It is December 10th. We got 2 more days of this Iowa shotgun season. I've not been able to get out yet. I've been super busy moving. Plus, it's kind of been shitty weather the last few days. It's been, again, abnormally high temps for right now. But actually, it dropped almost 32 degrees yesterday into this morning. So I'm hoping there should be a lot of movement. I'm hunting a public piece close to Des Moines. I'm hoping this wasn't hit too hard to where the deer movement as a whole just stopped, because that is an observation that I've made. If a certain piece of land gets pressured really heavy, those first 1 or 2 days of gun season, it's going to completely alter the way the deer move. I've seen that change in a day from morning movement to the evening, and it's absolutely insane what it does. But I'm hoping we still should at least see some deer today. It should be a really beautiful morning for some hunting and to just be outside. But yeah, hopefully we get something today. I've got this morning, tonight, and then basically tomorrow to get this done. It's the last 2 days of shotgun one, so wish me luck. We'll see you guys out there. Found a spot along a fence line. I've got a pretty good view of where I believe they'll be coming and going. I think it's about 6:40. Should be shooting light here in about 15-20 minutes. Like I said, I don't know what to expect, but it feels like it should be a pretty good morning. We should see something. Absolutely beautiful morning. I've got the 350 out with me today. That's my deer gun of choice in Iowa. I'll make a video on why I really like this gun too. So I have the 350 Legend, as I was saying. It's a Savage. I love it. Obviously no drop, bullet drop in 50 to 100 yards. Once you get up to 150, it's about 2, and then at 200 it's about 5.5-6 inches. It's perfect for all applications, and honestly, for longer shots out in Iowa where we can't use rifle, this is a really good option. I think it's better than the 450 personally. So now that we got some daylight here, I'll explain my setup a little bit. We're sitting here along a fence line. It's private land behind me, but everything you see in front of me is public land. And I have an orange vest posted up on this tree above me because I'm sitting concealed behind long grass, bush, things like that. You always want to make sure you have orange on your torso, your head, and if you are concealed like this, you want to have something out on a bush or top of a tree, something that might be easily visible to others, because when you're on public land and people get their adrenaline pumping when deer are running, they may not always make the safest decisions and shoot in the best direction. So you want to do your best efforts to ensure that you are seen out there.
So right here in this next portion, off to the left here, you'll see a guy, or not see him because he's not wearing the correct amount of orange, walk up. He comes to the top of the hill. I wave. He waves back and sees me, and still makes the damned decision to walk right in front of me. He's pushing with another body up to the northwest, and I know exactly what they're doing, but like, guys, if you're out in the woods and you see somebody already out there, don't walk out right in front of them. Give them a little respect, and they were out there first, kinda. That's how I roll, at least. If they're out there first come, first serve, let them have it, find another spot. Exact opposite of what these guys did. They just put a drive right on in front of me, which it is what it is. It's public land, but like I said, have some respect for your fellow hunters. So essentially, we exchanged a couple words. I definitely told him what I thought, but I eventually ended up like running out of there. I knew exactly what they were going to do. I knew what they were pushing in what direction. And I also knew that the wind, which they were going to be walking into after they made a certain turn, the deer were going to get on them really fast, and they were going to blow all the deer out of there. So, like I said, I got out of this spot, got my stuff together quick, ran to my truck, and went to a spot where I knew the deer would have been crossing if they did catch those hunters' wind. And it actually paid off. You guys will see shortly. Real quick, I just want to point this out, use this as a learning experience. So, as he's walking, look at how well his body blends in. He's got tan coveralls on, no blaze orange on his torso whatsoever. That's a big safety risk. When you're swinging left to right trying to put a good shot on that deer and things are happening fast, what do y'all think is going to stand out more? The blaze orange or the tan coveralls? Especially in a setting like this, that's all there is tan out there. Things can happen really fast. We need to do everything we can to prevent these accidents. Something else I want to point out too is just be very mindful of where you're pointing your gun. For instance, as he's walking up this hill, every time he swings, he's flagging me. And God forbid, if he was to trip and that gun wasn't on safety and something crazy happened, that's all it takes. And we just need to do our best to keep all of this in mind and have a fun and safe experience when we're out there. So I finally get all my stuff together and I start walking, and I'm thinking of how this is gonna play out, and it's like, holy shit, I gotta get running. So I start jogging, get to my truck, load it up, and I just start pulling straight down the road. And yeah, I end up seeing deer just crossing the road, or just finishing crossing the road right where I thought they would be. And they were on a private piece, but I knew where they were headed. They were going to head down into this public spot that I had access to, obviously, and everything was in my favor, so I made that happen as fast as I could. Alright, we're trying a different spot. I just saw some deer running down into this ditch. We're going to try to make something happen. So about 50 yards past this gate, you'll see me crouch down, and there's a buck, it looks like a nice buck, walking towards me. He's hobbling a little bit, definitely limping. But he's walking right at me, and you'll see me crouch. And right up about 20 yards in front of me, there's those trees and that bush there right above my muzzle. He walks back into there, and he's just kind of moseying around doing his thing. So I sit here for, a couple minutes, and I'm just kind of thinking, what do I do? What do I do? I obviously want to take advantage of this moment. So I'm just kind of sitting in one spot, watching him do his thing. I lose sight of him. So then at one point, I get up, and I slowly start making my way through this path, and eventually see him walk back out. I bring my gun up and take a shot. Did that just fucking happen? So walking up to him, I noticed he wasn't quite finished yet. I put one more round in him just to be sure, gave it a couple minutes, and then went up to check him out. This is a weird looking buck, bro. Look at this thing. Well, everybody, it happens like that sometimes. Holy shit. Look at this, how weird this buck is. Look at how weird that buck is, dude. Crazy. Sorry for the choppy video, but I accidentally did a time lapse during this, and I had to slow it down to show you guys this part. But anyway, super thankful, especially the way the hunt started out at that other spot. Had the guys walk through, thought the morning was ruined, but I ended up throwing something together, adapting, acting on it, and it ended up paying off. Not the biggest deer, but the way it played out, I couldn't ask for anything else. It's always awesome seeing a plan come together like that, so super thankful. Still videotaping? We are still videotaping. Alright, I'm actually going to show you guys how far I really didn't have to walk to get this deer. This is crazy. Tag's right there. I gotta go get a knife to notch the date in. But alright, there he lies. He dropped right there. We're gonna go, okay, 1, 2. So hold on. All right, so here he is right here. Truck, I'm gonna say, is maybe 80 yards away. I gotta go get a knife to notch the date in this real quick, and then we'll come back, dress him up, and get him out of here. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, about 105 yards from the truck. That is crazy how that happened. Holy crap. I wasn't expecting it to play out like that. I will say that. I will say that. Let's see. Everything happens for a reason. Then again, who knows what would have happened if those guys didn't walk through. But if they didn't walk through also, I would have never left that spot and came over here. So I can't complain. But yeah, like I said, not the biggest deer, guys and gals, but the way everything played out, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It's so cool, honestly. Hey everybody, hope you enjoyed that video. Pretty unexpected turn this morning, but it just goes to show, stay positive. If something doesn't work out, figure it out. You can always make something work. Just stay positive. You know, if you're being negative, getting down, or you're just sitting on the couch not getting out there, you're never gonna get it done. But thanks guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. Got plenty more pheasant hunts. Ice fishing will be coming up soon. We'll see y'all later.